And we passed some guys walking, like 2 guys walking the path that we drove.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Joe and I park on the beach. We go for a walk, and then the guys walking were all of a sudden like on the beach passing us. And I was like, oh my gosh, you guys have made it far away. And they were like, yeah, we might ask you for a ride back. And I go, buckle up. Season 2, baby.
Season 2,
Welcome.
Episode 1. Eat the damn cake. We are back. I am Maddie.
I am Carly.
And honestly, we actually really haven't been gone.
It's been a long month from recording podcasts without you, but you know, here's the thing. We told Hurley, our producer, as you may have heard him in the Music with Maddie episode, that we would be gone the whole month of July. Don't miss us too much.
We were like, goodbye forever.
It's a month
without us.
1 week. And then every other week, we were there every Monday.
We were literally like, oh my gosh, what a great break from driving into the city every Monday. Like, we'll be able to get so much content and stuff done every other Monday.
Besides
minus the first one, I think.
The 4th of July Monday that everyone had off.
Everyone had off. We wouldn't have even been in the office. Anyways. And every week we come back and Hurley's like, how long has it been? And I'm like, do you want us to be gone?
I was too sad. So you guys, you guys did it for me, really.
We did. We were like, Hurley, we know you would just be like in a depressive episode if you didn't see us for a full month.
Exactly.
Right.
We bring a lot of serotonin.
Yeah.
Right? We bring it all. We bring all the serotonin into the office. We're like, we're here.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think about what you guys have actually missed in our lives for the last month. I mean, lots and lots. We're teaching a lot in person in Built by Byron this month.
It's wild. I don't think we ever thought we'd be teaching this month in Boston.
Yeah, I know. We were like, August, we'll relax.
We'll chill out.
There's no such thing as relaxing when you own a small business.
No.
We've noticed.
We were like, oh, great. Like, if it's a slower day, we can like get some shit done. Then a meeting will pop up and then someone will book in. Then be like, oh, can you hop on a call? Can you hop into Boston to check out a space? We're like, yes.
So yeah, so a couple of dates to keep in mind. I'm just a couple. Pull out your pencils, pull out your markers, pull out your pens, and jot these dates down.
Why are you talking about
every August, every Thursday in August at 7 a.m. we are at The Grand. 7 a.m. So you know those vibes you brought on Monday night? We're starting Friday Eve with them.
It's going to be amazing.
So it's going to be amazing. You can book through the link in our bio or on our website, builtbybyron.com. There's like in-person classes. We are also teaching at Tall Ship. It will be tonight by the time this comes out.
So if you have not signed up,
you can.
We're like almost full right now in this moment that we're recording, but just go sign up.
Go sign up.
It's going to be so much fun, and we get drinks after if you're 21 plus. So definitely look into that little cutesy moment for us all. And then we're also teaching
at
Backyard, Boston.
And Backyard is like on the line of Seaport and Southie, and it's a Saturday morning at 8:15 a.m. August 21st, and it is the first time we're ever teaching a built with weights in person.
Boom, shakalaka.
So you actually have to get in there because no one has taken a built with weights in person with us ever.
I know, because we've never had enough equipment.
Yeah, so now we're teaching at a space that has enough equipment to provide it to everyone, and we're so excited for that. So jot down all those dates, book in. It will be so much fun. We want to meet all of you guys. We want to exercise and sweat with you all. So.
Yeah, and then if you don't want to do that, just, DM us. Be like, want to get a drink? Sure. Want to get a nap? Sure. Sure. Food?
Want to go to the club? Sure.
Sure. Sure. One big life thing that has happened to me.
Back to Maddie.
I'm engaged. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
Poor Nick. She doesn't let up about it.
Okay. So I can say this because Nick doesn't listen. And if he does, sorry, I'm exposing you. So anyways, one day he was on his phone.
She's not engaged. Everyone,
I'm not engaged. Oh my good God. I'm only 24. We're not in a rush. So he was on his phone and pulls up Instagram, and he's scrolling through Instagram, and a Brilliant Earth ad pops up.
For those of you who don't know what Brilliant Earth ad, it's an
engagement ring site, and you can go on like customize it. I've definitely done it on my phone, but me and Nick are not in a relationship where we like look at each other's phone.
Oh, same. I don't even know Joe's password.
I do know Nick's password, but like the only time I ever use it is if mine's dead. And most of the time, Nick's phone is dead.
Yeah,
so
it's always dead.
It wouldn't even be used if I knew it.
Yeah.
So he opens it up. He's like, why is this popping up on my phone? Have you been doing something on my phone? I go, you just expose yourself because I don't use your phone. And it would only pop up if you were looking at that on your phone. He's like, oh, shit. And I'm like, have you? He was like, maybe. And I was like, okay, so we're getting engaged tomorrow. He's like, Maddie, shut up. Just shut up. So no, I'm not engaged. But I did quit my job. I didn't quit. I
left. Respectfully.
I gave my notice respectfully and unfortunately and sadly to my job of over 2 years at Lululemon. Very bittersweet.
Now people will stop asking you for discounts.
Yep. Now everyone around Christmas,
get lost.
I can't help you. So stop asking. No,
same here. I can't help you
Carly's
either
no
anymore.
longer an ambassador.
Yeah, I'm no longer. I'm a legacy ambassador, which means I'm not an ambassador anymore.
Yeah, she's in the Sweat. We're both in the Sweat Collective now, and that's
we are just normal people. We're just normal fitness instructors who just normal.
Yeah.
You know?
So, honestly, it was so sad to leave.
So sad.
But I'm still very much feel like part of their family.
Oh yeah, and considering we see so many of them.
We see so many of them. That Lululemon family, I love them so much. But it's just a huge milestone in my life because I actually never thought I would be able to go full time in our own business. So here I am. The first month that I'm gonna fully be working
for Built by
Byron and Eat the Damn Cake.
Buckle up.
Buckle up.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody.
Wait, I have a side story. So when Joe and I were in Nantucket, we were walking.
Oh God.
I'm so awkward. I literally hate myself sometimes. We were driving.
Your wheeze?
What?
Is that the part you're talking about?
No, we were driving onto the beach, onto Great Point. You rent a Jeep and you drive out onto Great Point, and it's a half-hour drive on the beach, and it's very you have to deflate your tires. It's so legit to drive out on there. And we passed some guys walking, two guys walking the path that we drove.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Joe and I park on the beach. We go for a walk, and then the guys walking were all of a sudden on the beach passing us, and I was like, oh my gosh, you guys have made it far away. And they were like, yeah, we might ask you for a ride back. And I go, buckle up. And Joe literally goes, shut up. Joe, now whenever I'm being awkward, he just looks at me and goes, buckle up.
Why did you say that?
I literally don't know what came over me in that moment, but it was so awkward. And they were like, and I was
mm-hmm. So okay, so
moving right along.
So you were on vacation in Nantucket. That was your dream vacay. Remember, Carly was like, that was the best vacation ever. And I had just gotten back from Wisconsin.
Which was the worst vacation ever.
It was not a vacation, everyone. It was a trip from hell. Anyways, so I just got back from Charleston. I came back on Friday.
Must be nice.
Yeah, I had a nice little vacay. When I tell you, when you go on a trip with your significant other and you both like to drink and eat, that's literally all you do on your vacation.
Yeah.
We looked at each other and we were like, what are we going to continue to do? Because it was our last day and we were like.
But didn't it rain a lot too there?
It rained a lot. But so we went to the aquarium. I will say the Charleston Aquarium has some cool features. I think the Boston Aquarium is way better.
Oh, okay.
So much bigger. Charleston's small. Yeah. So we were also probably the oldest adults there other than the parents and watching their small children.
Yeah, you guys didn't have kids, so that was awkward.
No, we were walking around and I'm not kidding you. I think we were the only couple without children there. We were like, should we leave?
Yeah, you're a little out of place there.
Well, it was a rainy day. On a weekday in the summer. So obviously the kids
were also Charleston is 100% humidity. So they need to bring the kids inside.
Yeah, no, it was fun. So that's one thing we did other than eat and drink. And then the next day, Nick's like, Maddie, we need to do something.
Other than taking a fitness class.
Neither of us brought sneakers, full intending that we were not exercising. Anyways, we did an escape room. Did I tell you?
No. You guys did an escape room?
We went all the way to South Carolina to do an escape room.
Was it fun? Did you figure it out fast?
Okay, let me just want to see the most awkward photo, and I'll try, Hurley, I'll see if I can get this on camera. The guy at the end was like, do you want a picture? And we were like, sure.
Just
like, grab a sign.
Just two adults doing an escape room.
This is us. Can you see it? This is when you need to tune into the YouTube. Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. YouTube may not be the place. I might just have to post this photo on Instagram.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it.
Post it on our Eat the Damn Cake Instagram.
It's pretty tragic. If anyone was wondering, it's pretty tragic. So the escape room.
I didn't know you did one.
Oh my God. It was first escape room I've ever done.
Was it fun though? I want to do one.
It was actually really fun. I would totally go do one again. The guy was really nice. He basically though, you walk into a room and he's like, here's a walkie-talkie. You get 3 hints the whole time and it's 1 hour. And he was like, there's another room over here. You have to figure out, you have to save an alien. We were on Area 51. We were saving an alien named, I think it was like, like Bill or something. And it's all puzzles though. And you know me, I have no patience. Like,
yeah, you were probably flipping the fuck out.
Nick was literally getting so frustrated with me because he would fuck something up and then I would also be like, oh, you're so stupid. I got this. And then I would mess it up too.
Oh my God.
And it was just like going back and forth. We were getting everything wrong. Took us an hour and a half. It's supposed to take you 1 hour. We asked the guy for 7 hints. We were like, hey,
oh my God.
So help. And he's like, okay, so you're going to do this, that, and the other thing, just giving us the answers. We're like, great. Perfect.
Oh my God.
It was really fun though. Had 3 rooms. We wasted a half hour on the first room thinking there was only 2. It was a lot. It was crazy. But yeah.
So you did a half hour for each room because
in the last room was just simple math. Like,
oh God.
Like counting. So there was a bunch of symbols on one wall and there was 4 different symbols and they were like repeats. And we had no idea how to figure it out. So we're like, hey, help. And then he's like, hey, you just have to count each symbol. We counted it 9 times. We went back and there was like a little spinny, like rotating revolving door. And every time the key for it was in the other room between the rotating doors. So every time we would count on the wall, I'd be like, okay, Nick, like turn me this revolving door. He's like, great. So we're like using ample time to get in between each room when there was another door that you could just walk around. Like, I'm not kidding you. We were an absolute shit show. And the whole time you're on camera in every room, the guy can see you.
Did he laugh out loud the whole time?
This guy must be watching us count. 2 adults. Be like 1, 2. Okay, there's 4 of that symbol. 1, 2. And then get it wrong. Go back to the math. Okay, so there's 1. Oh, there's 9 of those. How did we get 4? We're literally like, what is happening? Wait. So everyone do an escape room on your vacation is actually really fun. Did we have a bottle of wine right before it? We might have. We might have gone.
That's why. Oh my God.
A little
tipsy.
We did it, but all in all, totally worth it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was my vacation.
Love
Wild
it.
and crazy, everybody.
Yeah.
And then, and we sat at a wine bar for 3.5 hours the day before.
I remember that day.
Yeah. I FaceTime my parents when I'm drunk, usually.
Like 4 times. And then me like another 3.
Hey, you guys.
And then I get home and I'm with my parents and she FaceTimed again. She's like, oh my God, you guys. And my mom's like, go drink a water.
I don't think I had 1 water that day.
And Maddie's like, Mom, I'm literally sober. And she's slurring her words.
Like, Mom, I'm literally sober right now, and like told the same story 10 times.
Yes, but I'm glad you were able to relax because you don't do that ever. So like, and I'm glad
we didn't have a car. We were Airbnb-ing and Ubering everywhere. I think I spent $300 on Uber.
Stay safe. Be responsible. Mix in a water.
I woke up the next morning, and you know that false sense of like, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I woke up and was like, I'm fine. Why am I fine? And then an hour goes by. I'm like, I'm not fine.
Yeah.
Nick's like, let's go get breakfast. I'm like, I'm not okay. I'm like holding my hand. It's like shaking. I'm like, I'm not okay. I need a water right now. And we're sitting at breakfast and I'm just like this.
Like sweating.
Focusing so hard on not being nauseous. He's like, you feel good? I'm like, I feel great. I feel really good.
And that's on responsibility.
That's on growing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. And now we're back to reality.
Back to reality. Yep, there goes Annie. Yep,
So
I
hope you guys have missed us as much as we missed you, because we love telling our stories.
Yes.
A lot of people gave very good feedback on our last episode, saying it was hilarious because we just had so many good stories for season one.
Season one.
Just get ready for even more for season 2.
Yeah, and some crazy guests we got.
Oh my God, take your tops off. Just kidding. Don't.
Locked and loaded. Yeah, no, we're so excited.
So today we are going to be bringing back our Hell Yeah and Hell Nah. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been
So buckle up.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yikes.
Anyways, so what we don't even have the whiteboards. Remember when we used to have the whiteboards and be like, hell yeah, hell nah. Remember, Hurley? Were you Oh, God. We haven't been using those in a long time.
Yeah.
We also haven't done one in a while.
Yeah. So we are bringing in
Noom. So have you ever heard of Noom, Hurley?
I think so.
I've heard
Although, when
of
you
Noom.
explain it, I don't know if I'm going to know what it is.
Yeah, no, it's... Go ahead.
I was going to say the only time I've heard of it is listening to other podcasts promote it and saying if you want to like break a bad habit or do something, you should try Noom. So let's
break it down.
Break it down.
Okay. So Noom is... It's hard to explain in the sense
it's a health coach.
It's not a diet.
But it's a health coach guiding you through a wellness program to help you achieve weight loss.
Yeah. So the main goal of Noom is weight loss. So like you're not joining or like a change in diet. Like,
or a change in a habit. Like for example, they used to like say on podcasts like, oh, are you looking to like quit smoking? You should try Noom. And now I'm confused because when you look up Noom, they might have changed their thing because I think they're mainly focused on weight loss now.
So I talked to someone who does Noom. I actually talked to a couple people that have done it. They've found success with it, but basically it's like a MyFitnessPal. And if you don't know what MyFitnessPal is, it is a calorie counter. And you basically can put in your steps for the day, your exercise for the day, anything you need to put in. And what are you looking at?
I don't know. I just looked behind you.
She was just behind me and I got a heart attack thinking someone was creeping in here. And I'm like, is someone going to jump on me?
No, I was looking at that like tack behind you.
Can you just like pay attention to me for a second?
I was listening, but just like deep listening. You were inside of my brain.
Just gave me a heart attack.
So sorry.
I'm like, is someone in here? No. So MyFitnessPal, you put your food in every day. You like can scan the barcode to get exact calories. It's meant to you basically put your weight in at the beginning of your like journey on there
and say how many pounds you want to lose a week.
Per week. So it then tells you how many calories you can eat in a day to keep the deficit in order. So 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So you'd have to be in a 3,500 calorie deficit for a week to lose 1 pound, if that makes any sense. So that's kind of the Noom way of like how you're eating, but what the way Noom kind of markets itself. Funny story, I did actually apply for a job at Noom to be one of their health coaches. They said no, but that's fine. That's fine.
Not bitter.
Not bitter.
Automatic.
1,000 jobs I've gotten rejected
Automatic hell nah.
Hell nah.
Screw them.
They base themselves on the psychology behind eating. Okay. So kind of like an intuitive eating coach, reprogramming your brain as to like the whys behind your fueling, the whys you're hungry and like all this stuff. So the people that I talked to that did it showed me some of the articles. There's daily readings. Every morning you're supposed to read what they decide. And it's basically like a pathway you're focusing on, like, I don't know, the brain and how it deals with eating, and then you're gonna focus on like the neural pathways and like all this crazy stuff. So it breaks it down to the science of the why. Yeah. And it supposedly the psychological change that they're really finding is helping people.
Here's my problem with that. I already have a problem. With MyFitnessPal and or Noom or anything like that. People can go in and use this program. So say you have a very average person, like in shape, muscly, maybe weighs more than the average, you know what I mean? Because they have a lot of muscle on them, but they have body dysmorphia or like an eating disorder or something like that. And they go and they plug in that they want to lose 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a week. This calorie counter isn't going to stop them. You know what I mean? No one's going to stop them. They're going to be like, oh, you want to reach that goal? Okay. But
this is how we're going to do it.
Yeah. But this is how we're going to do it. And like, it's not like a person reaching out to a dietitian being like, okay, maybe we're going to go about this like a healthier way.
The health coach I know in Noom they're just like hold you accountable.
So there's no certification other than just accountability?
I don't believe there's like a nutrition certification, but I can double check that like for next week.
I think you're right. I think it's literally because if you
Noom, like I could have been a health coach and I'm not a registered dietitian or nutritionist.
Yeah.
So
and I read somewhere that someone said the responses are very automated. So it's almost like a script that they have to like guide people on.
And I remember like reading a couple problems with it. It's like you're glued to your phone. So you can only access it on your phone. You can't access it on an iPad. You can't access it on a computer. So like the accessibility point, it's like if you don't have a smartphone, you can't do Noom.
That's annoying.
And also if you're blind.
If our 85-year-old grandpa wanted to do it and he has a flip phone?
Mom would have been pissed to hear that because she always has to have her readers out to read on her phone.
Mom would have been like...
Sorry, Mom. She has like 42 pairs of glasses and can never find one of them.
Yeah. They're always on her head.
They're always on her head.
Shout out Colleen.
Colleen, love you. But yeah, so here's the thing. If you want to try Noom, like I do like how they're trying to get into the psychology behind it. And,
yes.
And I think that's really important to understand the whys. And there's no food restricting, so there's no foods you can't eat.
Yeah, which we like. Yeah.
So you can eat whatever you want, but the problem is with calorie counting, that's when I feel like foods get labeled bad versus good.
Yes.
Because then you see...
Well, they have a green, a yellow, and a red food. And the green are like fruits and veggies. Yellow is like some dairy products, beans, etc. And the reds are like high-fat foods that don't fill you up.
Right.
And
like a donut.
Yeah, or like they had mozzarella cheese on there, and I was like, okay, F off.
Whoa, there, like, Nelly.
Slow your freaking roll. I live for mozzarella.
No, just no.
Mozzarella.
Okay, never mind that. So that's the problem I have with it because it's like I don't like getting into it labeling good versus bad because there's no such thing as a good versus bad because everything in moderation. And I think that's when you can get into like a toxic habit. Yeah. Of being like
an obsessive.
Oh, that's a red food. Oh, that's not a green food. I can't eat that. Or, oh, I'll only have a quarter of that cookie because a full cookie is like 600 calories, but 1/4 of it's only 100. And it's like, I know we're all like criminal of it. Like I've sometimes looked at the dietary like breakdown of a food I'm about to eat and be like, why did I do that? I just ruined it. Like, it doesn't even taste as good.
I remember once I went to Friendly's and ordered a peanut butter cup Frenzy with extra Reese's and extra peanut butter sauce and extra caramel and extra hot fudge. And my dad goes, there's 1,500 calories in that. And I go, I don't give a fuck.
Roger, do you realize who you're talking to?
I know. He literally pointed that out to me and I was like, zip it,
and you know,
Raj.
Dad like wasn't trying to be like damaging. He was just trying to be like, hey, Carly, that's your third of today. Yeah. This is your third one. No. Maybe you should chill.
Maybe third in the week. But he was like, hey, like, that's like your whole calories for like a day. And I was like, you know what?
Whatever.
You can screw off. I'm going to eat it anyways, and I'm going to finish it.
I think everyone needs a reminder, like 3,500 calories is a lot of calories for a pound of, like, so anytime, and I find clients, and this is like a little off track to Noom, we'll pull it back in a second, but anytime I deal with a client and they're like, oh my God, I was on vacation last week. I could have come home and be like, I feel massive. I feel like I gained so much weight, blah, blah, blah. I really don't feel that bad. And yeah, I wasn't exercising, but you have to eat a lot more than you're putting out in order to get to that 3,500 calorie, excess. Exactly. So maybe I gained a pound of like water weight. Maybe I didn't. When's the last time I stepped on a scale? I don't really know. But you have to realize eating that extra slice of pizza or eating that scoop or 3 of ice cream with whipped cream, or, I digress, but it's not going to make or break your weight.
Yeah.
And I think we all can attest to that one day where I ate a bagel, pizza, and then Chinese food for dinner. I had a bagel for breakfast, pizza for lunch, and then Chinese food for dinner.
That sounds like a phenomenal day.
It's a beautiful day, honestly. Does it sound like a hangover day? Kind of.
Yeah.
But it was, but that's fine. But it's give your body what it craves.
Yeah.
I was craving all 3 of those things that day, so I ate them. Did I gain 100 pounds that week? No. Does it matter?
No.
Absolutely not. But it didn't throw me off.
Yeah, you got right back on track the next day.
And I don't even know what I did. I probably had the leftover pizza for breakfast that next morning, and then I maybe had a salad for dinner or some chicken. But that's the thing. You have to really go off the rails of what you're used to in order to see all these crazy bodily changes.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, especially when you're doing these kinds of apps and
I'm going to say hell nah for Noom, because if you are actually looking for weight loss, you should seek out a dietitian. And if you're looking for the psychology behind it, seek out an intuitive eating coach.
Yeah.
And an intuitive eating and or dietitian
can lead you
and teach you the psychology of food and why your mind works and the psychology behind emotional eating and logical eating without you needing to be glued to your phone or an app. So, and doing it a healthy way.
True. And
so I'm going to say hell nah for Noom, only because I really would rather people seek out professional attention. And I don't really agree with the fact that you could have become a health coach. Wouldn't trust myself.
Ouch.
No, not because of that. Imagine me being a health coach. I'd be like, yeah, eat the mini pancakes for Eggos.
No,
who cares?
It's true, and you probably wouldn't get the job.
No,
but I probably wouldn't get it.
But no, what if I did? Because I had 5+ years in the fitness industry. You know what I mean? They might have been yeah, you're healthy.
I did have to do a video submission, and I still didn't get it.
Okay, so
it's fine. I will say a tentative hell nah. Hell yeah, if you really want to explore it. It's not going to be the most damaging thing, but at the same time, if you find that you do have sometimes a toxic relationship with food, this is probably not going to be the app for you, because then you'll be getting all the dietary information for everything you're putting in your body. And I just don't think that's something that each of us need.
No.
And
not
people who do macros, maybe that's something that they believe you need.
Yeah.
But I personally feel for me, it really labels good versus bad foods.
Yep.
And I don't love that.
And YOLO. You live once.
YOLO.
So that's our opinion on that.
Okay.
So that's the tea, sisters.
Okay.
And brothers. And guess what? We're going to move right along and talk about the Olympics.
I do want to go over one thing.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the Olympics after. So, have you ever participated in some sort of fad diet?
Me?
Yes.
I mean, for a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I have zero willpower. I can't last.
So I honestly don't know if I have. I don't think I ever have.
I mean,
I think I tried my
fad.
So
diet.
Keto, Mediterranean.
Like celery juice?
No, that's not a diet. Is that all you drink?
No.
Okay. Have you ever done a juice cleanse?
No.
Okay. I've ever done MyFitnessPal.
Me too.
And it was for a week because mom and dad were doing it. And
that's
I was
not even a diet.
I'm going to get ripped. And then they were giving me these low fat ice cream.
Ripped today.
Yeah, they were giving me these low fat ice cream cups. I'm this is shit.
Yeah.
With Fiber One cookies. No, yeah. I'm going to eat a real cookie. So I polled some of our listeners, and it wasn't up for that long. 79 people said yes and 36 votes for no. And I asked, if you have, which one? And there are some pretty crazy ones I've actually never heard that honestly intrigues me.
That we will use for a future hell yeah.
Someone said the cabbage soup diet. Yeah. I've never heard of that.
Sounds awful.
Carly just had no. Whole30, which we went over.
Yep.
Various restrictions, nothing with any actual name or structure. Okay. I've actually probably done that.
Yeah.
Military diet and keto. I've never heard of the military diet. Counting macros, keto and carnivore. But someone said never going back to carbs again. So maybe they had a good time.
Maybe they're gluten-free.
Maybe. Yeah. LOL did a juice cleanse, celery, cayenne, lemon before Cancun. Okay. I've heard of that. I don't think I would be able to stomach that.
Yeah.
Keto, low carb, dash, so silly. Keto, detox tea or the skinny flat tummy tea.
No.
Intermittent fasting / vegan. I've had actually a lot of people wrote in vegan and they said, I consider veganism a fad diet. I tried it, never been more sick in my life.
Wow.
Herbalife.
Okay, but I actually know a lot of people who are vegan and have very successful.
Right. So
I think it depends on like what you're used to and how you fuel your body.
Yeah.
Because we all know the time I went vegetarian for
Carly
1 month.
Was not doing well.
Oh, I guess I did do it. I mean, that's not a fad diet though. I went vegetarian for
vegan is more extreme in the sense like it cuts
everything
so much out.
Yeah.
Compared to vegetarian, you're just getting rid of like
meats.
So yeah. Herbalife, you know the like Ashland Nutrition and like
Marlboro Nutrition.
Yeah. Those ones, Whole30, volume eating, calorie counting, South Beach diet, Atkins, Beachbody, a cleanse diet, low carb, sad time, someone said. Yeah, like honestly.
I would be depressed if someone was like, you got to be low carb.
Some weird diet pills that were huge and tasted like grass.
Oh my gosh.
It sounds horrible. Juice cleanse, isogenics, intermittent fasting. Isogenics, I got roped in. I'm not going to lie.
Maddie.
I got roped in and I did
climbed the pyramid.
I'm actually not. No, I did not climb the pyramid. What I did was I did try their protein. I actually do really like their protein.
I love their protein shakes.
I love their protein powder. And if you look at the ingredients of their protein powder, it's actually plant-based protein and it's really good.
Yeah, it is.
And it doesn't taste chalky. So I won't speak to the possible pyramid scheme that everyone thinks it is because I know a few people that do it and that's fine. What do you do? You
do you. I got roped into every single pyramid scheme before.
Every single one.
Okay, only because
she is a sucker.
Yes, I'm like I want to support people and support my friends, and they'd be like, "Help my small business," and I wouldn't realize. Like,
do you want to be an associate? And she's like, sure.
No, I never became an associate for any of them.
So you just spend $400 on skincare or Arbonne or some shit.
Yes, I've tried it all. Honestly, just because I want to be a supportive friend.
No,
and like
agreed.
They all
do the same shit.
Everyone convinced me it was a small business, and I was like, "Oh my god, yeah!" And then I was like,
small, multi-level marketing scheme. It's fine.
I got roped into every single one possible.
All MLMs, but that's okay. But back to the diets. There's so many. Like there's plenty on this list that I don't know. And so I said, if yes, which one? And then if yes, did you find that you stuck with it? 92% of people said no.
Because it's a diet.
It's not a thing. And then my last question was, do you think the reason why so many of us participate in diet culture is because of the media?
Yes.
91% yes and 9% no.
Okay.
So I do believe the 9% no is probably a lot of the people that were like, you know what? No, only because maybe they didn't see the diet in the media. I don't know.
Maybe they just wanted to try their own diet.
Right. Yeah. Like maybe just try something new. In conclusion of that small poll, just bringing us back to ground one where we're like, okay, let's level this shit out. Diet culture is pretty much brought upon us by the media of telling us how to look a certain way. Or be a certain way, or eat a certain way, and that way is specifically healthy.
Yeah. And we actually heard from a dietitian who listened to our podcast that they are moving away from saying change your lifestyle because all around it comes back to the word diet.
Yeah.
And so we actually loved and respected that she reached out to us and said, stop saying like it's a lifestyle change because it still is a diet. So
you're just living and breathing and eating.
Yeah.
Just do that. And do what fuels you.
Yeah.
And
wake up, eat, poop.
I knew you were going to say poop. I don't know why I knew you were going to say poop. But I was like, after eat, Carly's going to say poop. That good morning shit. Perfect.
Oh my God.
I think we're getting too comfortable.
Yeah, I know. Someone take this mic away from me. Anyways.
Anyways. So now that we just kind of brought it back to what we're all about. we're going to just touch upon the Olympics. And this is...
Wait, did you have a that was your conclusion?
Yeah, I just think it's important for us to continue to talk about it and ask our listeners what their personal experiences are within diet culture and how it's affected them. Because, no, it was honestly just kind of to see...
Curiosity.
I was just curious because it's cool to see most people have tried one.
Yeah.
Most people haven't been successful. And most people were influenced by the media. And that says a lot about what we're surrounded by.
And that's on that.
Like the flat tummy tea that Kim K always is like...
How much do you think she gets paid to promote that?
I hear it's a lot. Kind of like sugar bear hair. Like, the fuck?
I have a friend that tried it.
Has tried it too.
No, I tried. My friend actually purchased the gummies, and I was like, "Can I try some?" And I tried them. Didn't see a difference.
No difference, because it's a gummy bear. It's not gonna.
It tasted really freaking good,
I'm
though.
a gummy bear.
Okay, no.
I'm a gummy. You
all right, let's talk about the Olympics.
Do you remember that, Hurley? Oh, I'm a sugar gummy bear. Oh yeah, gummy. No.
I know. No, I remember exactly what
YouTube.
you're. Yeah.
Back when TikTok wasn't a thing. Us old folk who used to watch YouTube.
Caleb Dressel.
Oh my goodness. Can we have him on as a guest?
Can we? But there's a surfer I actually want to have on as a guest, Carissa.
I agree, but I also actually want Caleb Dressel on.
Maddie just wants Caleb Dressel sitting next to her so she can rub up on him.
No. Jesus, Carly. I would just say be in his presence.
Oh.
I'm in a happily committed relationship.
I know, but...
Jesus. Don't say shit like that.
I'm so sorry. You literally said you told Nick the other day that you thought he was very good looking.
I didn't say I wanted to rub up on it.
No, I meant like touch shoulders. I didn't mean that in a weird way. You made that way weirder.
Weirder.
Okay.
Well, I would love to be in Caleb Dressel's presence because...
Why?
Yes. Because he's fucking gorgeous.
That's why.
Yeah,
okay.
He's
all right.
beautiful.
All right.
Curly, objectively, would you say that he's a very attractive man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone in this world would.
Well, yeah. But also the talent.
Yeah.
And the talent.
The emotions.
The emotions, him crying, his wife. How cute is him and his wife?
Okay. The way she burst into tears when he won his first gold, I texted Joe and I go, I'm sobbing. And he goes, why? And I was like, I am unwell watching Caleb Dressel and his family have so much emotion over this gold. I was in hysterics. Even Duke, in a dead sleep, popped his head up and looked at me like, are you okay? Because I was doing that
You know, when I was viciously hungover at breakfast, I was like, Nick, I want to watch the swim.
Yeah.
So he put it on and I'm very vulnerable because I'm so hungover and it's propped up against my 2 ice waters, sobbing at breakfast.
Yeah.
Nick's like, can you stop? And I'm like, it's so beautiful. They're so happy. And he was burst into tears. He's like, I'm just really happy. And I get emotional when I win. And I'm like, yeah, I would get emotional if I won too.
But then he just so his drive, apparently they've said multiple times that his coach said that he is the most determined, driven person. He's like, all right, that win was good, on to the next. He within hours was like, all right, no, I'm done celebrating that. Now it's time to focus on my next race. And it's I have so much respect for that. I'd be still living.
Carly would be like, I don't care what happens next. I already got a fucking gold. And he's like, I want them all.
Yeah.
And he friggin' got them all.
Yeah.
He is honestly rivaling, he's not rivaling Michael Phelps, but he's
up there,
showing that he is one of the best swimmers of all time.
Yeah.
And it's just so cool. And I will always throw a little bit of shade to the people that consider swimming a sport only every 4 years.
Yep.
Because swimming's a sport all the time.
Yes.
And when we were swimming, people were like, swimming is stupid.
Once we were literally in the cafeteria in Burke at UMass. Dining hall. Why didn't I? The calf. And we were walking by and I heard someone go, we have a swim team. And I literally wanted to go back and tell them to kick rocks.
Okay, every time I told someone I swam, they're like, oh my God, do you know so-and-so? I'm like, no. They're like, are you sure?
And I'm like, they're on the club team. I got a fucking scholarship to swim here. You can screw off.
They're like, oh, I thought they were the same thing.
Yeah.
Club and D1 is not the same thing.
No shade to club swimmers.
But like nobody ever knew that like swimming in college was like a thing that like
they just thought it was
actual collegiate athletes.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone just thought it was like.
And now the Olympics rolls around and they're like, oh my God, did you see Katie Ledecky? And you're like, screw off. We've known about her longer than you.
Oh my God, swimming is so cool. And I'm like, that's weird. You told me it wasn't a sport last week.
Joe has never shown any shade to swimming, so like thank God, because otherwise he would not probably be in my life. But
sorry, Joe.
No, I'm just kidding. He hasn't. So he like is getting really into it, and he'll be like, "Did you see that start and the dolphin kicks underwater?" And I'm like,
Nick will always be like, "Oh my God, that's such a good start." I'm like, "Look at the underwaters."
Yeah. Caleb Dressel. So apparently his dad's a marine biologist, and they were talking about how he studies marine animals so that he can make his stroke better.
Understand the undulations. That's what it's called.
Yeah, of like the dolphin kick. So he like studies
your body's making that like worm movement. That's called an undulation.
So he studies dolphins to see how he can make his dolphin kick better. And it's like that is next level shit. Like I just don't understand.
Then let's talk about Katie Ledecky. Like class act.
So sweet.
Like she didn't win the 400, and she lost to Titmus from Australia. That's her Titmus last name.
The Australian coach.
Oh my God, it's like a meme now, and it's so all over
funny.
TikTok.
Yeah.
He brought me so much joy, and I was really excited for her because
I know.
I mean, that was a huge win. But Katie Ledecky being friggin' amazing, she's like, sometimes the people interviewing at the Olympics, I kind of want to step in and be like, excuse me, no, like take the mic away. She's like, how does it feel to lose?
Yeah, they're so.
Katie's like,
they put so much pressure on every single athlete. They can never just like let them enjoy the moment. They're like, yeah, how does it feel to get a bronze?
Silver.
Yeah.
And you're like, pretty fucking good, thanks.
I'm still second in the world,
like,
bitch.
I don't even understand that. Like I just watched the interview from Katie when she lost, and she's like, she put up a hell of a race, and I did everything I could.
Yeah.
And I'm still really proud of myself. Point blank. Like I lost so many races at UMass, but every time I lost, I was like, I had nothing left.
You were a gracious loser. Like you
have to be a gracious loser.
Yeah. And you always have to congratulate the person who wins. If you're the type to just like turn away and like scurry away and be like, every single person who I ever lost to, but there were a lot of them. No, I was going to say like States, when I got second to Rachel Moore every single year at States in the 100 back, I was like, swim a different event, please. Please, for the love of God. You could win anything. And like, you just choose 100 back every year. But she was so sweet to me. Every single time would come up to me and be like, great job. That was an amazing time.
She's a gracious winner. You're a gracious loser. Yeah. Like, and it's not even loser, runner up, basically. Like that's the thing. And then,
wait, before we move on to this or that, I just want to talk about Lily, the swimmer, the breaststroker.
Oh, Lily King.
I'm like, I couldn't think of her last name. I almost said a rider's name that I have.
So Lily King. Here's my thing with Lily King.
Can you talk about how she was pre-race?
So pre-race, I just heard the commentators talk about how in a previous interview she said she likes to stare in her competitor's direction or at them or basically through them to intimidate them. Yeah, I'm looking through you. To intimidate them. And I was like, okay, like
it's a little.
That's like, I mean, I get it. You want to be intimidating to your competition, but at the same time, it's like,
why? They already know how good you are.
Yeah.
They don't really need that extra like.
And then like she got silver. She's a previous gold medalist in the 100 breast and 200, maybe just the 100.
No, she won the 200 breast, right?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think she got third and second.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because she said, why is it not being celebrated?
Yeah, she's like, why does the silver and bronze not get celebrated? And I agree. Like, they do really just hype up the gold. And then, like, the silvers and the bronzes don't get as much hype. But also, like, the person that beat her was a 17-year-old. What was her name? Lydia Jacoby.
Yeah, Jacoby.
Unbelievable swimmer. 17
From Alaska.
First person from Alaska ever to compete in the Olympics. First Olympics of her life got gold. So how can you be like bitter
with your own teammate?
When your own teammate beats you and I get it. I get being bitter. Like I understand I've been beat out by teammates before, but it lasts for about 2 seconds because you're like, holy shit, she's a young prodigy.
Yeah.
And she just friggin' crushed it.
And you have to just be happy for them.
And I know that I'm sure Lily King was like very kind about it and stuff, but like saying like, why doesn't like it's bullshit, the bronze and silver don't get celebrated. Like agreed, but also disagree. And only in the sense, like let them have the limelight. Like you had it at one point.
Exactly.
Like, and everyone's still happy for you. Like it's still unreal. You podiumed at the Olympics. That's freaking unbelievable.
You're one of the best in the world.
Just like let her have her moment.
Yeah.
Don't take it away.
Yeah.
Like
trust me, I know what it's like to be bitter. My sister broke my record.
Yeah,
because
in high school though.
My high school record. Okay, it does. It really does. So
it really does. Hurley, do you hear that? It really does.
I swam the 100 backstroke all through high school. Worked as hard as I possibly could to get that time as low as possible before I went on to college, so that no one would ever break it.
Ever.
However, my coach Foley, shout out, Maddie's state championship. He goes, "How about we just throw you in the 100 back to see what you can do." To see what she can do.
Let me also
he
say,
just tosses her in there.
That was like the only reason why I actually ended up college swimming, because they're like, oh, you don't suck at everything. I was like, yeah, I guess not.
Tosses her in the 100 back. First time ever really, really swimming it. Just breaks my record. And I'm sitting in the stands and I'm like fighting back tears.
It's okay. Well,
but then I was like, okay, if anyone could break it, I'm really happy it's my sister.
I think someone already broke it though.
Yeah,
like I don't have any records anymore. I had the UMass record that got broken this year. 4 people texted me to tell me. I'm like,
thank you
everyone.
So much. I'm so aware.
I was at a swim meet coaching high school last year or 2 years ago now, and someone broke my meet record at like BC conference, which is so irrelevant like to my life. But
yeah,
they were like, oh my God. And Maddie Byron, who is coaching currently right now, that record just got broken.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
Like,
cool. I remember when
perfect.
My freshman record. So my freshman record for 100 back was the last thing for high school.
Yeah.
Did that it get broken? Left. So yeah, I got broken like 2 or 3 years ago from some incredible freshmen.
And so many. Swimming's getting so fast.
Yeah. And so Foley, I found out, no one texted me because he was like, I knew you were fragile. That's what he said.
Meanwhile, everyone knew I'd be like so happy and excited for the other people. They'd be like, oh my God, Maddie, did you see they broke? And it was a freshman who broke my record.
Yeah.
But anyways. We're washed up athletes.
Yes.
And I have one last thing to say about the Olympics.
Yep.
I stand by Simone Biles.
Oh, and yes.
Simone Biles is the best there's ever been.
Yep.
And everything she did with grace, and she's fucking unreal.
Yep.
And if you're going to argue with me, I don't want to hear it.
No.
I won't listen.
Don't even slide into the DMs.
Don't even.
Yeah, no.
She's the shit. She's showing mental health matters.
Yes.
In the
public eye
in the Olympic field, basically. So,
and the amount of the amount of pressure they put on. The first night I was watching the Olympics, they were talking about Katie Ledecky and Simone Biles, just saying, will they win 5 golds again? Will they do this again? Will they just putting insane pressure. I literally would crumble. I would crumble if I turned on the news and that's all I saw. I'd be like throwing up because you don't want to go in on top like that.
This high expectation. Like I
Jacoby
said,
had
no expectations and she got gold. And here's my other thing, like, you have no idea what Simone Biles is going through.
No.
Like,
none of us will ever know what she feels like.
And then people being like, oh, that's weak. Oh, excuse me, sir. Are you sitting on the couch eating like Lay's potato chips, never even done like a squat in your life? And you're going to say, hi, that's bullshit. She's weak. Okay, whoa, sit down.
Yeah.
She's doing flips in the air. She could kill herself if she was off.
Yes.
Like, what? Like the memes of people like eating, lying in bed, there's like trash all around them. They're like shoving food down their throat and be like, that's fucking weak. Like, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, okay. Todd, sit down. Yeah. I don't even care. Like, I can't. You can't even get me on this, like, because I sit there and I'm like, those are the people, though, that are like, that's absolutely bullshit.
Yeah.
Because anyone that's ever been in her position, coached her, done her sport, done any sport.
Or even, like, done any high-pressure situation.
They're like, I totally get it.
Yes.
And then
even Michael Phelps got up there and talked about mental health in the Olympics and how important it was. And he was like, if you saw what she did, if you ever feel like that, Just do it.
Do it. Like, don't
get help.
Because she is on a 4-inch balance beam, like doing flips on like doing the hardest tricks in history of gymnastics. She like has so many moves named after her.
Yeah.
If she was off in any moment of that, she could literally break her neck.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I don't understand, how people are like, that's weak. Like,
yeah.
Okay, do you want to tap in real quick?
You want to take her place?
You want to go in?
Yeah.
Do a couple of those? You think you're mentally sane enough to just hop in? Okay. Have a good time.
All right. On that note, let's go.
The end on that. Sorry, everyone. I feel really passionately about that.
No, mental health is very important.
And she's just the shit. She's so fucking awesome. All right. We did chores. No, we actually didn't do anything. We don't do that. No, we don't do chores.
No, that's not true.
Honestly, I've evolved. I do chores now. Everyone's like, why didn't you do them when you were at home? I don't know. I was a child. I'm an adult now, everyone.
6 months.
6 months into adulthood.
Oh my God. All right. Would you rather unload the dishwasher or do the dishes? I said unload the dishwasher.
Me too. 212 for unload. 102 for do the dishes. The people doing the dishes. Why? I just want to know why.
Would you rather sweep or vacuum? Sweep.
I also said sweep. My vacuum, though, I got on Amazon for like $50 and it just spits the dirt back out.
Yeah.
I vacuum it up, just spits it back
out. I hate vacuuming. I would rather sweep 1,000%.
That's wild, though, because 46 people said sweep and 269 said vacuum.
I'm not with you vacuumers, you crazies. Would you rather fold laundry or put away laundry? Fold. There's no room in my room to put it away, so it all just stays folded on top of the dog crate.
I want to say neither. Like, I
despise laundry.
I love doing laundry. The act of like getting it done.
But it takes 3 seconds to actually do. Maddie goes, let's say do laundry or fold laundry. And I'm like, no. To put it in and like to put the detergent in takes 3 seconds. So that's why it's not bad. The folding and the putting away is the worst.
Okay, here's the thing though. Folding laundry, you're right, is not that bad. The putting it away is the problem because I live in not filth, just in disarray. Let's just say I live in disarray. None of the things in my drawers are folded. None of the things. The only things that are in array in my life are the things on hangers. Yeah. And even those don't even look very good.
Okay.
So, yeah. No, neither.
209 for fold laundry, 106 for put away laundry. Mow the lawn or rake the leaves? I'm going to be honest, I've done neither ever.
Okay, so
I sound so privileged.
I know.
Oh
Holy
my God.
shit, Carly.
I really have done.
I've done both. So the one time I did mow the lawn, I ran into the fence.
Okay.
And my dad revoked my...
You were like 9.
No, okay. I was like 13 and Roger trusted me because I had done it before. Panicked, pressed the gas a little too much, ran straight into our chain link fence and dented it. Cute. And I was like, I'm never doing this again. 178 for mow the lawn, 118 for rake the leaves.
Clean the toilet or clean the shower?
Clean the fucking toilet. The fact that it was this close.
If you live with boys, you don't know what's under that seat. I've lived with 3 men before.
I live with a boy.
Okay.
He has never cleaned the fucking toilet. I clean the toilet every week.
I'm just saying.
Just wait until you live with Joe.
Shit gets nasty.
I know. No. Here's the thing, though. The shower sucks.
Yeah, it does. I think I'd
think of how much smaller
you slap some gloves on toilet. Yeah, that's fine.
You just like far away from the toilet.
163 said clean the toilet. 143 said clean the shower. Mop or Swiffer?
Swiffer. Who mops, honestly?
40 people said mop.
A lot of people mop. I think mopping is a no.
Old school.
And no, I just think it's like spreading the mess around.
And then
that's how I think of it.
And then 270 said Swiffer. Take the trash out or squeeze as much as possible. I am fully squeeze as much as possible.
I am the same way. I remember when I lived with 6 girls, we had 2 trash cans and we would literally like pile it up and like balance it until someone would finally be like, I'm taking the trash out. Except now that I live in an apartment with Nick, I noticed he is more on the end of squeeze as much as possible than take it out. Like I'm always like, can we take the trash out, please? And he's like, oh yeah, I can.
Fine. 173 said take it out, which I'm very impressed by because more people said that. And then 117 said squeeze as much as pos. Make dinner or clean up after? Clean up after.
Who are you?
I hate cooking. Sorry. I'm not going to be a good housewifey.
I am an amazing housewifey. I love cooking. And last night I cooked dinner and there was a bunch of dishes and Nick was like, are you going to help? And I looked at him and I go, I just cleaned the whole, I literally just made the whole dinner.
So
he's like, well, I bought the whole dinner.
Oh.
And I'm like, but we always like, grocery shopping doesn't count.
Okay. 54 said clean up after. 252 said make dinner.
All right. Last but not least.
Organize your room or organize the kitchen. Organize my room.
I would much rather organize the kitchen because there's the clothes situation would really just set me off.
I like organizing my room. It just stays organized for about a day.
I Marie Kondo'd my drawers over quarantine. If you thought they stayed that way.
I was going to say, are they still Marie Kondo?
Oh, fuck no.
196 said organize your room. 110 said organize the kitchen. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
This episode could honestly go on for another 45 minutes, but we're going to have to cut it because we need some content for next week.
Maddie has to pee.
I have to pee me
so
too.
bad.
I'm like,
do you see me shifting
yeah,
around?
Maddie and I are both shifting around in our chairs and I'm like literally shivering because I have to pee.
I'm sweating because my bladder is so full. So on that note,
take our classes. Subscribe to our on-demand.
Do you know you still get a discount code if you leave us a review?
And yeah,
so
you do.
Leave us a review, DM us a screenshot of it once it's posted. We'll give you that discount code.
Also, we're starting a discount code for Built by Byron for all of our people who are working out from home still or maybe going back to school and need an online service. We have a subscription service that is $30 a month and you can book right in there. You can
slither on in.
You can cancel whenever. There's no monthly minimum and it's $30 and if you use the code CAKE, you will get $5 off your first month. So,
okay. So you have it here, y'all. And we also have a 1987 code called CAKE as well. So
yeah,
use that.
I'm in their shorts right now.
They're amazing.
They're Harbor Set shorts.
Oh God. Underwear basically in that moment. All right. Well, everyone, we love you. Have a great day. We'll see you next week.
Eat the damn cake.
Baby.